Hey everybody. Some folks have asked me to put together a video on integrating Podio with your WordPress sell-side website. And just to show if you were to do that, how easy it would be to put properties up onto your website. So I thought I'd do that for you. As you know, the whole point of LandSpeed is to automate everything that can be automated and preserve as much of your time as possible so that you can be doing really valuable activities. Well, I'm going to show you how quickly and easily it is possible to put a page up on your website for a new property if you've got a WordPress site. Now, every WordPress site is different, and so I have to look at each one individually to really understand what it entails and be able to give you a proper quote on it. But this is really what's doable. So the first thing I want to show you is that when you get to closing, or actually even before you get to closing, when you're in due diligence, we're adding all kinds of information into the due diligence file folder. And so we've got, let's see, information on water, septic, acreage, HOAs, zoning, distance to nearest utility pole, can a house be built, can a mobile home, can you put a mobile home on it, RV living, flood zone, access, terrain, taxes, etc. And then down at the bottom here, you've got your pricing calculator for your marketing. So this is where you can play with your pricing and figure out what it's going to look like. And as you put all your information in here, if you've also done the cost information in your cost calculator down at the bottom of the properties record, it'll tell you properly what your ROI is and what your terms margin is, your cash margin, your cash ROI, your terms margin, your terms ROI, and your break-even months. So these are all your business metrics. And if you're not happy with those, you just come up here and you keep tweaking the pricing inputs until you have pricing that you think strikes the right balance between what will resonate in the marketplace and what will achieve your business objectives. So once all that's in place, you would just set the status to closing, and then from closing, you would, after you've closed it, then you're going to want to go to marketing. So you'll set the status to marketing. So I'm going to come all the way back over. Oh, I'm sorry, I went a little too fast, didn't I? So I'm back here in closing, right? And now I've closed the deal and I want to set it to marketing. I already did that once before, so I'm just going to put it over here. So to set it to marketing, I'm just going to click marketing. Now, this is a new style that I've been working on. So if yours looks differently, don't worry about it. All that matters is that you're setting to the next stage, which is marketing. As soon as I click that, it should create a record in my marketing app. And there it is. And if I open that up, now what you're going to see, I've done this twice, so it's giving me, it's because I've got too many weird records in here. Let me just make sure I've got the right one. Okay, that looks good. So I'm going to delete the second one. Good. Let me just double check again, make sure I've got the right one. All that looks good. But it's not the right one because I don't have all the information here. So you got to check everything you do. 2 weeks per year. Flood zone, no. I'm going to go ahead and put the pricing information in one more time. So we'll say $5,000 cash, $7,000 terms price, $299 down payment, $10 interest rate for 48 months, and it will give me all of our statistics right there. So that all looks good. Okay, so now I've got the right due diligence record associated. Associated owner. Okay. Very strange, very strange. Okay. Okay. Do that one more time just to make sure. It should say closing. It's probably going to create a new closing record for me, but that's okay. That's fine. Okay. So now here I am in marketing. I've got the property. I've got the due diligence. And now if I come down here, I can go ahead and put my listing channels in. So I'm going to say website, Facebook, Craigslist. Let's just say land watch, buyers, list, and neighbors. And now if you come down here over in property description, you can see it's got all this gobbledygook in here. Well, this is the automation has automatically created all of the code you'd basically need for your property page on your website. And all the information that's coming into here is being pulled from your due diligence record, or in the case of these GPS coordinates, it's coming from your property record. This is the pricing that we just put in to the bottom into that calculator in your due diligence record. It shows up right here. So all you really have to do now is put in a headline and a short little descriptive paragraph if you want. So let's just say incredible property in Teller County, right? And you can write a short descriptive paragraph, something like, you don't want to miss out on this incredible property in Teller County. Okay. And then once that's done, all you have to do is click push to web, and you've just sent this to your website. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to come over here, and this is the back end of my WordPress. Now you see the top one up here is another one. This is an Arizona property. So I'm just going to refresh this to get all the latest. And there it is, incredible property in Teller County. It's in draft format because we don't want it to go live until until you're ready. I'm going to open it up, and I'm going to do one little thing here. Is I'm just going to click in here, and I'm going to select all of it. I'm going to cut it. I'm going to put text here, and I'm going to paste it. Now if I go back to visual, it's going to look right. And there it is. And all I have to do now is I'm going to put it into categories. If you use categories, we can do that. I'll set a featured image, and anyone will do. This is fine. Now, you can load all your pictures up at any point into the media library in WordPress. And what I do is I use an add-on for a slideshow. And so I bring the pictures into a slideshow, and then all I have to do is come down here, and it says called Meta Slider. So Meta Slider ID, and I put whatever's the ID number for this particular slideshow for the property. And just by changing this numbers, I'm going to get all the correct pictures, which is fantastic. So now all I have to do is hit preview. And there it is, incredible property in Teller County. I've got my preview picture. You don't want to miss out on this incredible property in Teller County, so here's my descriptive paragraph. And you'll see my property description is bringing all the information in from due diligence right here. So you don't actually have to hand type it, it's just automatic. Approximate GPS coordinates is automatically bringing it in from my property record. Price, it's pulling this information automatically in from the pricing calculator at the bottom of your due diligence record. I've got this, in mind, I've got this click box to open up Google Maps. It already puts a pin right in the exact right spot because it's using these GPS coordinates, which it's just pulling one of the GPS coordinates from up here. So it's automated. And then here's my slideshow for this particular one. Again, you can have whichever one you want. I put some FAQs in, and then it already has the code in here for my purchase form. Just give me a second. There it is. And so they can just purchase online. And once I've looked at that and I'm all satisfied with it, I'm just going to go back over to WordPress and publish it. And you're done. You've just put a property up on your website. Just to give you one little more piece of information, I actually don't even do this. So what I do is, let's go back over to Google here. So what I do, as soon as it creates this marketing record, it will create a task that goes to a VA. And my VA actually will make sure all of this is correct. He'll push it to, he'll put in the headline, the property write-up. He'll push it to WordPress. He'll set up all the pictures. And when it's exactly perfect, he'll send a task to me and says, just please review it. So all I do is I go into WordPress. I make it, if I want to make any changes to the language, I do that. And then I just hit publish. And that's pretty much it. Then he'll get another task that says, now that it's all on the website, go syndicate this information out to the rest of the marketing plan. So if I want to go to Land Watch or Landed Farm or anything like that, he'll take it. But it's the same information that's on the website. So he's already got all the data. So he's ready to go. But from my perspective, it takes me almost no time to get a property on my website when I want to do it by doing it this way. All I have to do, headline, property write-up, push to web, and that's pretty much it. And you get a beautiful website. Hopefully this helps you understand whether you want to pursue this or not. If you do, just give me a call and let's talk through it. Have a great day.